So when we first started with Greyhound, they were managing quite a lot of claims relating to workplace injuries.
2 years ago when we started the program, I think we were double the state average.
But since the IPaM program, they've reduced that number by a huge amount. The program is designed to identify where improvements can be made and work with the workplace to make those improvements.
Being part of the program has given us a really good structure to follow.
There is a safety vibe that's infected Greyhound. I haven't seen anything like it before. When I first came to work with Greyhound, they had a lot of injuries on their books, and they'd also just come into new management. The safety culture at the beginning of the program was quite poor.
Management commitment is imperative to a strong safety culture, so buy-in from the leadership team, starting with the CEO, is very important.
One of the issues I believe we faced when I came in is that whilst the company had a decent record on safety, it wasn't nearly as good as it should have been.
Most of their injuries were musculoskeletal and related to manual tasks.
Through reviewing our injury statistics, we attributed a lot of our injuries back to our old vehicles. So poor seats, clutches, knee injuries and back injuries, left shoulders from our gear levers, and lifting up the bin doors. Greyhound has made a significant investment in new fleet.
We actually were able to engineer out a lot of the safety issues we were getting by significant improvements, say in the way that we configure the bin doors, in the way the drivers now are set up to actually drive the buses.
Welcome aboard one of our new coaches. The new driver's seats are all air operated to stop the bumps coming through to the driver. Makes it a lot more comfortable for the driver, less wear and tear on their back as well. The new coaches don't have a clutch. The automatic transmissions take the wear and tear off your left leg, and the controls within very, very easy reach and very, very easy to use. The bin doors, well, they're all remote controlled. No more heaving heavy doors up in the air anymore.
I think prior to the new general manager and the new safety manager coming on board, Greyhound had a lot of policies and procedures in place, but they weren't really enforced.
Before we started the advisory program, Greyhound safety culture was a bit poor. I think a lot of it was to do with communication and consultation with the workforce. We were seeing poor reporting of incidents, poor incident and injury investigation. Lack of commitment to training throughout the business has also been a problem. We conducted manual handling risk assessments throughout the business, and from that we then identified some tools that we could implement into the business that would reduce manual handling injuries. One of the tools was a grab stick.
Hooks so we can actually grab the bags and pull them out so we don't climb inside the bins.
Bump caps for the guys who are hitting their head. They get a cool new baseball type cap with a reinforcement in the head there. I think that's a really good idea.
We implemented a torque multiplier which reduced the injuries related to undoing wheel nuts.
Which saves us a lot of back braking trying to crack the nuts. This thing does it so easily.
We didn't just buy new buses, we made sure that it came with a comprehensive training program, of which a large part of that was around safety. We've moved from an ad hoc training plan to a very consistent training plan that people deliver and have scheduled. We have to go out and talk to people, we have to run training sessions face to face, and that's probably the best way of doing it.
What flowed on from a review of our safety management systems was improvements to policies and procedures. We have a stringent incident reporting system which is operational 24 hours a day. A simple phone call to an ops control coordinator who will put it into our electronic management system.
It's not injured, game over, it's injured, what are we going to do about it?
So it's important to have an effective and efficient return to work program to bring back our employees into the business as quickly and as seamlessly as possible.
Then get to assist in making sure that injury doesn't happen again through implementing safety initiatives in response to the injury.
One of the issues that we have as a business is because our drivers come in, they get into a bus and they drive, they're actually quite hard to communicate with.
Improving safety culture is all about communication. We get the word out to the workforce by holding a toolbox meeting, keeping our safety notice boards full of relevant information.
We have messages that go on pay slips. People do read their pay slips.
Every workplace or work area is entitled to elect a safety representative who can speak and voice concerns and issues and raise issues safety related on behalf of that work area. The group of those reps will come together every 3 months and form a safety committee.
Safety starts with me as Greyhound's safety motto.
I contribute the huge drop in injury rates to the change in safety culture, the improvement in the safety culture at the workplace.
A lot of the workers come up with the initiatives that we're implementing. The grab pole and the torque multipliers come from the workforce. So it's proving that Greyhound is listening to their workers and we're taking them seriously.
And now they're really keen to participate in toolbox meetings, they're really keen to participate in safety training, and you can just feel it when you visit the workplace that there's a change.
I don't think Greyhound would be where they are if we never become part of the program.
Probably one of the things the program did at the start was give us a bit of a roadmap of where we needed to go.
So the journey has begun, but we have a long way to go.
Whatever your baseline is, you can get better.
I'd like to say it's an easy journey. It's definitely not. It's one that requires a lot of hard work.
The journey's never over with safety, it's always about continual improvement.